Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to my channel Strictly Logical. Today I have come up with physics simulation. This means we'll do some interesting and exciting experiments with an electronic kit using a software where we can visualize things but in a low risk setting. We will build series and parallel circuit with batteries, bulbs, resistors, switches, and we'll compare the combinations. We'll also determine everyday objects are conductors or insulators and take the measurements with the help of ammeter and voltmeter. We will also see what are open and closed circuits. For more ideas on simulation, make sure you subscribe to this channel and let's do it together. I'll just connect one switch to this circuit. So that's how the switch gets connected. Now you can see right now this switch is open. You can see that electrons are not moving. That's why current will also not flow and the bulb is also not glowing. Now the moment I close this circuit or close this switch, we can see electrons are moving, current is also flowing and the bulb is glowing. So that's how we can come to two conclusions. First point, electricity flows only if the circuit is closed or complete. Second point, if the circuit is broken or it is incomplete, electricity does not flow. Now let's check the voltage across the bulb and the battery. So let's connect this one end like that and the another end right here. You will see that the voltage across the battery is 15 volt. Now let's just interchange these 2 points. This is connected like that. Now you will see that the voltage is minus 15 volt. The magnitude of voltage can be either positive or negative. It just means that the negative terminal of the battery is connected to the positive side of the circuit and vice versa. Now let's check the voltage across the bulb. Make sure that you connect these two ends to two different points. Now here again you can see it's 15 volt only. You can see that the voltage across this battery is 14 volt right now. Now let's see what happens if I increase the voltage. Let's increase it. You can notice that as I increase the voltage, the glow of the bulb is also increasing. That means if we increase the voltage, the brightness of the bulb will also increase. Now let's check the current also. So take the ammeter. Ammeter is a device which measures the current in the circuit. So you just need to point it out like that and you will notice that the current at this point is 0.25 ampere. Ampere is the SI unit of current. Let's check the current at all the points. Here 0.25 only, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25. As this is a series circuit, so current at all the parts of the circuit will always be same. Now let's check the direction of the current. The moment I close this switch, the electrons start moving. You can see that the electrons are moving in the anti-clockwise direction. Now let's check the direction of the current. You can see that these arrows, red arrows, represent the direction of the current. Our electrons were moving in the anti-clockwise direction while the direction of the current is clockwise direction. So we can conclude that the direction of the current is always opposite to the direction of the movement of the electrons. We can also define the current as the rate of flow of charges, which means the amount of charges flowing in 1 second, that is known as the current. The SI unit of current is ampere, which is named after the name of the scientist, Ampere. Now let's change the resistance of this bulb. Resistance means it is the opposition offered by a substance to the passage through it of an electric current. You can see here resistance is written, its SI unit is ohms. Now you will see that if I increase the resistance, you will see that the brightness of the bulb is also decreasing. While if I'm decreasing the resistance, you will notice that the bulb is glowing brighter. Why is it happening? Because current and resistance are inversely proportional to each other, which means यदि हम एक quantity increase करेंगे, दूसरी decrease होगी. So यदि हम resistance increase कर रहे हैं, current हमारा कम flow होगा circuit में, कम current flow होगा means कि bulb भी कम brightness के साथ. Now let's see what happens if we connect two batteries to the circuit. So let's connect this battery like that. You will notice that the two batteries are connected to the circuit and the brightness of the bulb has increased, right? Initially, when we were having only one battery, the bulb was glowing a little bit dimmer and now it's brightening properly. Now you can see that these two colors, black and yellow colors, represent the different polarities. Now let's interchange this polarity and let's see what happens. Now what I'll do, I'll just interchange these two terminals and connect this yellow part to the yellow part of the another battery, and let's see what happens. You can notice that the circuit is closed, but still no current is flowing, bulb is not glowing. Why so? Because I have connected two like poles of the battery to each other. That means the circuit will only work when the unlike poles of the batteries are connected to each other. Unlike poles means two different poles. Now let's perform some another exciting experiments with the help of these circuit elements. So now as you can see, right now I have a battery, these wires and a bulb connected. Although the circuit is open right here. Now what happens if I add this paper clip to this circuit? You will see that the current is flowing, bulb is flowing. Why? Because this paper pin is made up of alloys or metals. That's why current is flowing. Now just remove this and add this coin. So if I join this coin, you will see that the current is still flowing, bulb is still glowing, because again coins are made up of alloys and metals. Now let's add this eraser to the circuit and check whether current is flowing or not. So now you can see that eraser is made up of rubber and current is not flowing because eraser is an insulator. Now add hand to this circuit. Let's see what happens. Current is not flowing again. So conductors are those substances which allow electricity to flow through them, while insulators are those substances which do not allow electricity to pass through them. The examples of conductors can be silver, copper, aluminium, lead. Now let's connect this pencil to the circuit and let's see what happens. What do you think what will happen? Will this bulb glow or not? Let's check it now. So that's how I can connect the pencil to the circuit. Now you will see that the bulb is glowing, although the brightness of the bulb is less, but still current is flowing through the circuit and bulb is glowing. Why so? We all know that pencil is made up of wood. Then we know that wood is an insulator. Then why is the bulb glowing? Both the ends of the pencil have lead, and that lead is made up of graphite, which is a non-metal, but graphite is the only non-metal which conducts the electricity. That's why this bulb is glowing. Now let's build series circuit. So series circuit is a circuit in which resistors are arranged in a chain so that the current has only one path to flow. Take wires, batteries, light bulbs. Let's take two bulbs this time. Take more wires, switch. Now let's join all of them. Now you can see I have connected all the electrical components like this. Now let's check the voltage across the bulbs and as you can see that this switch is open. Let's close it. You can see that the voltage across the bulb is 4.50 volt. Let's check the voltage across this bulb. You will notice that the voltage is same, that is 4.50 volt. Across the battery, the voltage is 9 volt. Let's check the current flowing through the circuit. You can see current is flowing through the circuit is 0.45 ampere. Just keep this pointer here. You will see that the current is same here, same. So we can conclude that the same amount of current flows through all the components in a series circuit. In an electrical circuit, components are arranged in the line, and when resistors are put in a circuit, the voltage across each resistor is different. We have seen that the voltage across the battery is 9 volt, while the voltage across these bulbs is 4.50 volt each. The voltage is different in series circuit, while the current flows in a series circuit is same at all the points. Now let's see what happens when this bulb got fused. So let's break the circuit from here. You will see that only this bulb got fused, or the circuit is broken from here, but you will notice that the another bulb has also stopped glowing. Why is it happening? Because this is the drawback of the series connection, that even if one bulb or the load fuses, circuit becomes incomplete, or you can say open or broken, and the current will not flow. Now let's see what happens if I connect one more bulb here. As of now, you can see that the current flowing through the circuit is 0.45 ampere. Let's break the circuit from here and add one more bulb. So now we have got three bulbs. Now you will notice that the current flowing through the circuit has reduced and becomes 0.30 ampere, which means that the brightness of the bulb will decrease or reduce if we keep on increasing the number of bulbs. This is the drawback or disadvantage of a series circuit. Now let's see what is a parallel circuit. Now I have joined all the elements, but this time I have joined them differently. I have joined them in parallel. You can see all these three bulbs as well as these batteries all are in parallel to each other. Now let's close this switch. You will see that all three bulbs are going. Let's see the values of these circuit elements. Battery is of 9 volt and these three bulbs are of the same resistance, that is 10 ohm. Let's check the voltmeter across all the points. So the voltage across the battery is 9 volt. 9 volt. Voltage across the second bulb is 9 volt and the voltage across the third bulb will also be 9 volt only. Let's change the value of this bulb. Let's increase the resistance. You will see the voltage is still the same. So we can conclude that the voltage in the parallel combination is same at all the points. Now let's check how much is the current flowing in this circuit. So the current at this point is 2.05 ampere. Current through this part of the circuit is 0.9 ampere. Current in this part is 0.9 ampere, while at this bulb the current flowing is 0.25 ampere. Why so? Because this bulb has different resistance. As I told you, current and resistance are inversely proportional to each other. Greater the resistance, lower is the value of the current. So the current flowing across this bulb is lesser than these two bulbs. Also, you can notice that the brightness of this bulb is dimmer than these two. Now let's see what happens if I break the circuit from this point. So let's break it from here. So just cut this part. You will notice that even though this bulb got disconnected, these two bulbs are properly glowing. This is the advantage of the parallel connection, that even if one bulb goes out or if any one load goes out, it does not matter to the rest of the circuit. That means all the circuit elements work independently in a parallel circuit. And so this is the reason that in our household wiring system, all the circuits are connected in parallel. All the devices are connected in parallel. Every appliance when put on works on its own without any interruption of the other appliance. So in our house, we can see that each electrical appliance work independently without any interruption of the other appliance. If we switch on a tube light in a room, the fan and the other gadgets installed there are not get disturbed. They need not to be switched on. So advantages of the parallel circuit are, if a break should occur in any branch of a parallel circuit, it would not affect the other branch of the circuits. And any device may be operated independently of any other device, and we can add as many branches as we want in a parallel circuit. Now in the last section of the video, let's compare these two circuits. Here I have drawn two circuits. One is parallel, another one is series. In series, I have connected two bulbs of 10 ohms and with a 9 volt battery. In parallel connection also, I've taken the bulbs of 10 ohms each and a 9 volt battery. Now let's check the current flows through the circuit. So in series combination, we will see that at this point current is 0.45 ampere. At all the points, you will notice that current is same. Why so? Because only one path for the current to flow in the circuit. While in the parallel combination, you will notice that the current flowing at this point is 1.80 ampere, while this bulb is getting a current of 0.90 ampere, and this bulb is also getting the current of 0.90 ampere, because both these bulbs are of having same resistance. If I increase the resistance of this bulb, you will notice that the current is decreasing. Now the current is 0.29 ampere, because of the same reason that current and resistance are inversely proportional to each other. So friends, यदि आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा हो तो प्लीज़ मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, और यदि आपको भी ऐसे ही इंटरेस्टिंग सर्किट्स बनाने हो तो प्लीज़ मुझे कमेंट बॉक्स में बताइए और मैं इस सॉफ्टवेयर पे एक वीडियो बनाने की कोशिश करूंगी. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग.